Okay, so what we're gonna do today is go get some more firewood. This is like my favorite type of heat. The amount of heat coming off this right now is beautiful, and this is pretty much how we heat this whole house. We have a fan that blows the heat that way, goes up the stairs. We have a couple of grates in the ceiling here. It's like free radiant heat, floor heat. So the thing is, though, you need to have firewood. So we're going to go up and load firewood. Mike will be happy that I'm going to get a good supply out there. It's been quite cold. And I take the sled. So it's really beautiful out today. Couldn't ask for a nicer winter day. Could be a little warmer, but not so bad. But it's very pretty. So here's our wood pile. That's part of it. And here's the other. Gotta love that. I think that's about six or seven rows deep. When Mike and I first moved here, we put up about 39 cord, face cord. And yeah, that should do us for a while. So we're just gonna get some firewood. All hard maple. Burns pretty nice. Have to be a bit careful. I don't want stuff falling down like this. And the whole pile come down on it. Center where the tarps met, the water's going in and getting things too wet. On either side it's perfect. It's not the best. So you don't want to load this up too high because then it's really hard to pull through the snow. Been getting quite an Arctic blast. Minus 30s at nighttime. High minus 20s at nighttime. Waking up to like minus 26, 29. So if we happen to wake up in the middle of the night, one will stoke the fire. But if not, we have a backup heating system, of course. That's how we can depend on that way. If I don't feel like getting my myself out of bed. That's load number 1. And the walls are tumbling down. On my head. One more load. That should be good. There. These are great little sleds. I think it's like called a Jet Junior or something like that. So, I'm not a firewood expert by any means, but if you want to sort of protect this from falling, you can make it fall a crib, I believe. And you just sort of put some flat pieces, like so. Crisscross them. I'm not too worried about this pile because it's not staying here for very long. We'll be burning it up. So there. Got a little bit of exercise, got some beautiful fresh air. Listen. I like the sound of nothing. But again, this is why I do this. I really can't beat wood stove heat. Now that fire's ready to poke down a bit. toasty in here. So, what we need to do here, open up the damper, open up the door, and you just sort of level out the coals. The stove design isn't the best. There's no lip, so you got to be careful. I guess you can't really see. So you got to be careful that all your ashes don't come flying out. Not the best design in the world. So I'm not going to put anything on there. I'm going to let the coals burn down. So I've got the damper open wide. Lots of oxygen. I even leave the door open a touch. And that'll burn down those ashes. Give me a bit more room in the fire. Okay, that looks pretty good for burning down the coals here. And I just leave the door open a little bit. Lots of oxygen, and until that ignites. And there she goes. So yeah, just starting a YouTube channel. I kind of hesitate to call it a channel because it's just little bits and pieces of what I do. So thanks for joining me. That's why I called it Bits and Pieces, right? So that's looking good. I'll just close it up. And then I'll leave the damper open for a little bit longer and until it goes a bit more. Hey buddy, come over here. This is my little buddy. My little buddy Milo. He's like the best little monkey. Although he has his moments. Hey, he's my buddy. And he loves the wood stove, so don't ya? You're a good boy. We like to run the stove between about 325, 350 is ideal. We have monitors up there, as you can see, some thermostats up here and over there, and on the other side of the wall, of course, too, just to keep an eye on things. This is my little buddy Milo. Hey, say hello, Milo. He's a good little guy. Best company ever, having a dog, that's for sure. So that fire's looking good. Now I'm going to close the door, cut off a bit of oxygen. Excuse me, little bud. Hang on. And I'm going to close up the damper, just open it just a little bit to keep that going. We like to run the stove at about 325 to 350 is ideal. You don't want to have a cold fire. You want to keep it nice, hot burning, clean burning. Keep down that buildup of creosote in your pipes. Come on over here, bud. Come on over here. There. You're cuter than me. So, Milo's about, we're going to guess 7 years old. I'm not really sure how old he is. I rescued him, actually. I guess maybe he even rescued me, who knows. But I saw him one night running down the highway where I used to live. And I spoke out loud. I was alone. And I said, what is that running down the road? As soon as he heard my voice, he put the brakes on, and I could see him running towards me, and I really couldn't tell what it was. And then when he got close, I went, oh, it's a little dog. So, long story short, I tried to return him to where he belonged, but luckily they didn't seem to want to answer the door. Not quite sure why. Hey? He and I've had a few discussions when I first got him as to who was the boss and who wasn't. And he's come a long way, but I wouldn't give him up for the world, so yeah, I'll probably see him in future videos as well. So there you go, there's a nice fire. I gotta love it. It's my favorite type of heat. Nice and dry. You can run a pot of water on top there to keep some moisture in the air for sure, because it can get quite dry. It's a nice dry heat. But that's it for now. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.